Okay. Now bring your secondary in. You notice the undercut should fit into the primary. Now the butyl that you had put underneath the primary gasket by peeling that lip back, now you have to press that back over to seal the crack at the top between the secondary and the primary. Make sure you do it at both ends. And notice that the secondary lines up with the inside edge of the primary. That's the 16mm dimension that we subtracted from the center line of the primary earlier on when we cut the secondary.
Go in.
Okay, the U30 channel for this project is a non-symmetrical channel. One leg is thicker than the other. When installing this in a vertical profile, it doesn't matter, but when you install it horizontally, the thicker side of the profile needs to be in the up position to take the setting block and the weight of the glass. Okay. In addition to that, where the setting blocks get located, there are two holes at 60mm apart, where all the other holes are a maximum of 300mm on center. But at quarter points on the horizontals, you've got two holes at each setting block. And you start your holes in 60mm from the end. Okay, now when installing the U-channel is cut to the same length as the secondary. You're going to make sure that you have an equal gap of 5mm where the secondary and the primaries meet. This is important later for the application of the cap. Once you have everything located, go ahead and screw it down. The next step is to calculate the cut length of the secondary cap gasket. In order to do this, you measure the center line of the vertical primary steel. You subtract 20mm from each end. You sum your total. For thermal expansion, you multiply that sum by 1%, and then you go up to the nearest 5mm, and that is your final cut length. Now we're going to install the secondary cap clip. First you need to install a stopper to the end of the cap. Okay. What's this called again?
Zipper? Or spacer?
Next we're installing the spacer on the top of the secondary cap. Okay. Now we're ready to install. Now it's important when we insert this in the channel okay, now we have to slide it so that the stopper butts up tight against the channel. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to fade back. God, I can't get it all in here. Okay. First you put both ends in and you put it up tight against the channel. And then you come to the center, hit it in the center so you have like two balloons bellying up there. And then you work from the center towards the ends. Just keep working it back and forth. Okay. Now the secondary cap is installed. Of course, there's no glass. In the installation in the field, there'd be glass. Now comes the last step, and that's trimming off the top. Okay, that's it. Okay, next we install the primary, which are the verticals. You start at the top of the structure. You put in about 1 foot. Then you go down about 4 feet. How high is the belly? Okay. And you work your way uphill. Then you belly it up. Go down about another 4 feet. Start pounding. And work your way up so that you're putting the capping strip totally in compression. And you keep repeating that step until you get all the way to the bottom. And there you have an installed primary strip. That top piece should be all the way down. Okay, now we're installing over the glass. The wafer board you see here is substituting glass. And that is the finished product. That's how it looked like. No butane or caulk or anything required at this location. Beautiful. Filming?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, here you have a butt joint. When your primary isn't long enough for the whole span and you got to put 2 pieces together, you need to cut a groove with a saw blade in your aluminum channel and insert your primaries with a drilled hole that lines up with the cut in the channel so that you can insert a metal pin. You do this so that during thermal expansion and contraction, a gap doesn't appear between the 2 butt joints. This holds your butt joint tight in place. And finished.